really is. But let me tell you something. We really don't know how much damage they're causing. Like, when I tell you that the level of incompetence is almost like incomprehensible, it is so bad. And when you bring up the idiot known as Elon Musk,
Elon Musk is an idiot. Oh, you just can't make this up, man. Oh boy, I almost said something I wasn't supposed to say. I almost said something I wasn't supposed to say. But you know, I don't want YouTube. I don't want them to take this video down. I almost said something I wasn't supposed to say. But y'all keep sending this lady out there, Democrats. This is y'all new leader. I mean, just ignorant, loud, stupid. I mean, just keep sending. You can't fix stupid. Just keep sending this lady out here, the queen of the ghetto. Keep letting her come out and speak and run this mouth.
he is not only like very sinister and has no idea what he's doing, and people are like, oh no, he absolutely knows because he's the richest man in the world. Like, yes, he knows how to hire smart people, but don't conflate that and believe that he is the genius, because he ain't. I mean, it says a lot when you literally are supposed to be the leader of the free world and you're worried about a rising sophomore in the house.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Or you wish she was on your side. He also called you low IQ.
And look, Jimmy he's still been crying. He's been crying every single day. Since November 5th, he been crying. I'm telling you. Look at him.
I'm sure you're aware of that. Would you be willing to take an IQ test publicly, head-to-head against the President of the United States?
Absolutely.
Bro, he still got them tears rolling down his face after Trump won the election. Po fella. It's all right, Jimmy. I cried too, man. It's all right, buddy. It's all right, Jimmy. Enjoy the next 4 years, buddy. Hey, enjoy the next 4 years. And it might even be a third term. When you say that, that really trigger him. When you talk about a third term, oh, that really pisses him off. But let's get into today's video with the new Democratic Party leader, this lady here. You know, then this is why their approval rating is has nosedived once again. It gets worse and worse for Democrats. Y'all keep sending this lady out there. Y'all keep letting her speak. It just gets worse and worse and worse. Let's jump in.
Want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
Hey. Why this beat so crazy?
We will make America proud again. And you try to we will make America wealthy again. And yes, together, we will make America great again.
Oh boy, you just can't make this up, family. What's going on, family? I hope everybody is blessed, well, healthy, and that nothing but the best is going on in all you beautiful people's life. The times that we are living in, man, I tell you, ain't they something, y'all? Some of the darkest times, man. Darkest times. But Miss Jasmine Crockett and Jim Jordant, let's go and jump into this, man. It's fun to get a little spicy. And give you a warning, disclaimer. As soon as Miss Crockett opens up her mouth, just be ready. It's coming. I gave you a warning. I gave you a disclaimer. Let's go and roll it, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Join the family. You know, it doesn't stop, man. It doesn't stop, man. And there's a lot of people that ought to be walked out with their hands behind their back, fired, sued, voted out, landslided out, investigated, audited, put in handcuffs.
I do believe that it was ethically right for social media to check people, because you had people that didn't know anything about science and decided that they were going to put out whatever lies or propaganda or conspiracy theories they wanted to, and people died. At some point in time, we have to evaluate what is factual. And I know.
Somebody want to tell her. Somebody want to tell Miss Crockett
that facts hurt y'all, and I just wish we could get on the same page, but we do know during the presidential election that the president would not go and participate in anything if fact-checking was going to be a part of it.
I'm gonna let her talk. I'm gonna just let I'm not, y'all. I'm not. This.
Because he didn't want to be fact-checked. We know that the vice president got upset in his vice presidential debate when he was fact-checked. It used to be a time in this country that we as members of Congress or elected officials.
Then the fact check gets debunked. Then it comes out that it was another lie. You just can't tell the truth. Bias. Fake news. And some of the, I don't know how some of these people are still sitting up on ABC, the CNNs, and still have a job. But hey, you don't play the game fair. Yeah, nobody wants to go on to CNN or CBS or ABC. Well, guess what? He still did. They still did. And he said, you know what? These people are not going to be fair. They're not going to tell the truth. They're not going to give you the actual facts on what's actually happening. And they're going to tell you that Biden was as sharp as a tack. And that it was an amazing 4 years. We gave Trump the best economy. That the border was not open. The border was closed. We did such a great job. That there wasn't an inflation. I'm just saying. And that Trump's the big bad orange man. That he's going to be a dictator on day one. That he's a threat to democracy. That he's Hitler. And we're a bunch of Nazis. Yeah. There it is, folks.
Thought that it was okay to just tell the truth. Instead, we're pushing conspiracy theories, and some of them are killing people. It's the same thing that we have coming out of Doge. It's the reason that people are dying. It's the reason.
Like conspiracy theories have been conspiracy facts. Conspiracy theories have been conspiracy facts. That's what I mean. Conspiracy theories are up thousands of wins. I'm just saying. I have to throw that out there. I'll let her finish. I'm not going to interrupt anymore.
That farmers are losing their farms because we continue to peddle conspiracy theories. It is time for us to say, Mr. President, guess what? Russia invaded Ukraine. Can we at least agree on that one?
It gets worse.
Facts matter.
It gets worse.
I just wanted to make a point. We talked, generally, the previous speaker talked about factual information. We've talked about fact checking. Fact checking. You know what fact checking is truly supposed to be in this country?
Let's do it, Jim.
The First Amendment. Not some expert who can sit on and look at posts and tweets and different things and say, oh, that's not factual, take it down. That's not how it works. Fact checking is the First Amendment. Someone says something stupid, and that happens every day in this Congress. Someone says something crazy. Someone says something that's not quite true, not quite accurate. You know what the fact check is? Someone says something else, and you have debate. That's what we do in this committee every day. And this is the committee who's supposed to protect that fundamental fact. Real fact checking is the First Amendment. Our Supreme Court has been clear about that. You don't like certain speech, the best speech for wrong speech is more speech. The best speech for false speech is true speech. That's how it works. You have a debate, and you trust we, the people, to figure it out, not some expert who's going to fact check every tweet, every post, and we saw this in the Biden administration. We're seeing it in Europe now. We're seeing it in Brazil. That was the first bill we dealt with from the gentleman from California, his good legislation that we all agreed on. We're going to work on and put a good bill on the floor. So that's the key. That's what and we know it happened because, again, we had the guy who runs one of the biggest companies in the world, most successful tech companies in the world, tell us it happened. We had on the third day of the Biden administration an email from the White House to Twitter saying, take down this tweet ASAP. The government telling a business to take down a tweet And a tweet, ironically, was from RFK Jr., who was going to be running for president against the guy in the White House. So he was saying, take down the speech of my opponent. That's not how it's supposed to work in this country. That's what we're concerned about. That's why it's in our oversight plan. And if you want additional things to look at, again, put them in your viewpoints. We're happy to accept them. We'll take everything Mr. Raskin has said today, everything the gentlelady from Texas has said today. We'll take everything the Democrats said. You want to put all that in your plan? Put it in your plan. That's fine. That's how it works. But no, that's not good enough. That's not good enough.
Texas is ashamed of that lady, man. You know. We know how we're looking. We're looking at Texas 30, and we're seeing the other running opponent. And a lot of people are not really happy with Sheldon Daniels of what just took place a couple weeks ago, well, days ago. You know, people are saying he you know, from being a Black Lives Matter Democrat activist, they didn't like his previous tweets from a couple years ago in 2020 and 2021, and you know. And there's some of y'all saying anybody is better. We got to get her out of there. Anybody is better than Jasmine Crockett. You know, but this is why it just continues to get worse for Democrats, man. Time and time after again. And y'all, like I said, keep sending that lady out there live on TV, on these celebrity talk shows. Keep sending that lady all out there, please. They're not going to ever win anything ever again. And they're only making it worse. And they continue to shoot themselves. They continue to point it at themselves and shoot themselves, man. So continue at it, man. What do y'all think of this, man? Let me know in the comment section down below. You know, that lady there, when she opens up her mouth, I told y'all, I gave y'all a warning, gave you a disclaimer. It just doesn't stop with these people, man. It doesn't stop. You know, they don't want to talk about what's really going on. They don't want to talk about what's actually happening. They don't want to talk about anything good with the Trump administration. It's just that everything's bad, you know. And you talk about fact checking. We know about fact checking, and we know about your biased moderators. And to this day, I still don't know how some of these people still have jobs. But again, we see what the results were, and why your ratings have tanked and dropped. While people turn off the CNNs, the CBSs, the ABCs, MSNBCs. And why it's gotten so bad for individuals, they have to be fired. Look at the joyless reads. Just look. Look at the people that have been fired from MSNBC and the CNNs lately. People quitting live on air because it's gotten so bad. The Jim Acostas. I'm just saying, look. People that just can't, you just can't tell the truth. You know, you're so-called journalists. No, activists. Can't sit down and be fair. Can't sit down and actually, let's just actually report on what's happening. You know, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. No, it's just everything's bad, big bad orange man. He's a threat to democracy. He's destroying America. But hey, let me know what y'all think. I love y'all, and I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Peace and love, family.